you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Look at this. Look, I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I have to apologize right now. You know, I'm known for being very, very loud in these videos sometimes, but this especially, it's got me like next level excited that I don't even know how to explain. Let's start here. Which Dragon Ball game did you at home right now grow up with? The reason why I ask this is you have the different eras of Dragon Ball. You had the people like myself who grew up under Budokai, the Tenkaichi series. You had the people that grew up under Raging Blast. Some of you grew up under Battle Z. You might have grown up under Xenoverse. I don't really know. Whatever that era is for you, let me know in the comment section below, because I want to see how many of us Tenkaichi folk are actually going to be representing in the comments below. We won. Y'all remember like 8 years ago when I used to make videos how I wanted the Tenkaichi series to come back, and then that went completely dark? You know, for a while Bandai seemed very interested in bringing back like a remaster or collection, and then that entire thing went dark, so we just stopped talking about it. It's funny, every now and then me and Thundershot still get emails or messages or comments like, hey, any updates on this? It's like, I know nothing. But seeing that come back in 2023 is nuts. I'm just at a loss of words, man. It's funny, even if you look at my reaction, the only reason why I recorded that is because I had my lights on, I had the concert on, and I had OBS on this screen. And I was literally cleaning up my desk. You can see me cleaning up my desk in the background. And I saw that rating sticker pop up. I'm like, let me just record just in case. But I was like, I swore to myself that that was gonna be like one of those like in between event bumpers that they always have for these battle hour events. Because remember last year, every time when they were doing like breaks, they would always play these random like clips that are supposed to keep you guys entertained in between them, you know, doing whatever they're doing in the background. I thought it was one of those things. The very last thing that I expected Dragon Ball game to get announced, let alone the Tenkaichi series to come back. Wow. I'm excited. I'm so happy. You know, you guys know me. I've been playing Tenkaichi 4 on the channel for the past couple of months now. And in case you're new here, Tenkaichi 4, what it is there's a very, very talented team out there that took Tenkaichi 3 and they added a story mode to it. They added new characters. They actually, like, from the ground up, built attacks to it. If you want to check this out, you can check them out on my channel. I've been playing that for months now, and I'm super in Tenkaichi mode right now. Even off camera, like me and Dion, me and Donald sometimes we'll just be playing just because we just love these games. So the fact that like a couple months later after we start playing those, seeing Tenkaichi Returns coming back is the thing. It's just like, I'm just, wow. Yo, for this video, I kind of want this to be a open forum to see some of the things that you personally want to see with this game over the course of the next couple months as they start revealing what the game actually looks like. Because obviously seeing just Goku Transform is not enough. The last time they used the name Tenkaichi, we got Ultimate Tenkaichi. So until I see actual gameplay, I'm still kind of like, I'm super hyped that Tenkaichi's back, but I'm, you know, skeptical, you know? Because deadass, they used Tenkaichi before as the name, and it was Ultimate Tenkaichi. They literally sold that awful game with the game from my childhood as if like, it worked actually, because a lot of people bought that game. But obviously when we got home and played it, it wasn't Tenkaichi. Now I doubt this is gonna be the same scenario. Over the course of the past like 20 years, you know, since the Tenkaichi series ended, Bandai knows what we want as fans, and seeing that actually get delivered is insane. Like, you know, and honestly, it's kind of expected, to be real. You know, they gave us fighters back in like what, 2016, a professional Dragon Ball fighting game, which you never had before since Super Dragon Ball Z in the PS2 era. Then we got an RPG, we got a card game. And, you know, a lot of people did expect Xenoverse 3 to happen, but let's be real, Xenoverse 3 is turning into a live service game where they just keep updating it every couple months, which is not bad, but I know what people want. People want Xenoverse 3. So we're in that time space where a 3D arena fighter should be up next. But again, nobody expected to be Tenkaichi. This is the crazy part. What do you want out of this game the most? Let's start there, you know? Again, my big thing is I want this to be an actual Tenkaichi style game, not just using the name to, you know, sell us a dream. And I have a feeling that it's going to be something good. It's going to be the next 3D arena fighter we play for like the next couple years, like we are with Xenoverse. Yes, people still play Xenoverse. That's why they're still doing DLC for it. There's a lot of people that play that game. You know, obviously you're not getting Xenoverse 3, but at least they updated Xenoverse still, which is dope. On top of that, we're getting Tenkaichi. I think that's dope. The main thing I also want to know is in which direction are they going to take the release of this? Like, are they just doing actual Tenkaichi 4, which will have basically everything the Tenkaichi 3 game had, plus more, you know, modern stuff online, updated attacks, stuff like that? Or is this going to be a complete reboot? I am worried because if it is a complete reboot where they're starting like a trilogy, for example, for Tenkaichi and Modern, they're gonna have cut content. You know, one thing that I didn't like about the Demon Slayer game is Demon Slayer set up a fantastic game for the Demon Slayer series. However, because it's the beginning, you know you're not gonna get everything in that game. When Demon Slayer 2 comes out, that game is gonna be great. It's gonna have all the content that we want, all the characters that we want, everything. But Demon Slayer 1 to me was lackluster just because like when it released, it had like super bare bones. And the one fear that I have is not to like have, you know, that negative energy behind this Tenkaichi Rebirth already, but the fear that I have is they do the same thing where they're planning to do a sequel. So Tenkaichi 1, when it comes out on PS5, is going to have like no content, and then all the major content drops in the sequel like in 20 years from now, like whenever they do a sequel. I hope they don't do that. I hope that this is a pure sequel, Tenkaichi 4, that has everything that we saw in the past games and more. The other thing is will we see custom characters? Because, you know, me and C-Reax were talking about this on his stream. Like, imagine, dog, I'm gonna just say it. If they drop custom characters in Tenkaichi 4, Xenoverse is over. Xenoverse is just dead at that point, straight up. Because, you know, Xenoverse having custom characters was a big driving factor for that game, because you get to literally put yourself into the game, into the universe of the show that you watched and grew up with. And I know that Bandai has this like super hard on right now for custom characters. They do it in every single game, except for they didn't do it in Demon Slayer, but they're probably gonna do it at some point, let's be real. If they end up having custom characters in here as well, this will be insane. And then just all the different things you can do with this game. You know, Tenkaichi 4, or the Tenkaichi series, was the first of the Dragon Ball games that gave us playable giants, where you can actually transform into Great Ape Vegeta and stuff like that. Uzaru, like that stuff was dope to me. Hirudegarn. There's so much potential for this game to do all these crazy things that we always want to see in Dragon Ball games. Like, again, look, that's the reason why in the beginning of the video I asked how many of you guys grew up in the Tenkaichi, because like a lot of people I know probably grew up with Raging Blast the most, which is like kind of like the happy median. Raging Blast to me was the game that they released after Tenkaichi. That's when they started taking stuff away. That's why I was never a big fan of Raging Blast. Tenkaichi was a fantastic series. Raging Blast, it took away so many features that I could never really enjoy it for what it was. Again, it's my opinion. I'm not knocking you if that's your favorite game. But I just know that when they dropped this game, once we start seeing gameplays, once we start revealing, they start revealing what's all in it, this might be the best Dragon Ball game to ever exist. Let's be real. Oh my gosh, man. I am right now. I just got this high right now that I didn't think was possible to have. You know? And the other thing I was worried about too is they obviously revealed that they're dropping the Dragon Ball Super card game. I thought, is this the next game that we're dropping? That's it? Man, playing Xenoverse and the leftovers for fighters is a long time between now and the next game. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just... I need to sleep this off. I literally need to just go to sleep for like 24 hours and wake up and then pinch myself and realize this is not a dream. This is real life. So yeah. Anyways, again, it's very tough to kind of talk about off of a small clip of Goku transforming. The game looks great, it's beautiful, and I guess we'll just kind of keep an eye out for what they reveal over the course of the future. But if you're excited for the re-release of the Tenkaichi series, the rebirth, I should say, make sure you hit that thumbs up on this video. And let me know what you personally want to see the most in the future of this series and this game, and what you're afraid of. You know, again, the biggest concerns for me is whether or not it's just using the name, whether or not the netcode will be playable. As long as it's like bearable, I'm fine, because I never expect netcode for these games to be perfect. I'll just be real, it won't. But if it's, as long as it's just playable and bearable, I'm okay with it. And then the big question then is how much content are we going to get? Like, are they planning to do a trilogy with this? Are they going to just do like a one and done type of thing? Is this going to be like an infinite world where they just take all of what Budokai was and put it into one game and just deliver something fantastic gameplay wise? We don't know. But over the course of the next couple months, I'm going to try to find out as much information as I can, and I'll let you guys know. You know what's dope about this is I feel like I'm back in the 2015 Rhymestyle era when I was like reporting on games. Because we haven't been able to do that in a long time. You know, obviously with Kakarot, you can only announce and cover the news of certain things in that game. And Fighters was dope for what it was, but afterwards, Fighters was kind of hard to kind of like keep up announcements with. But this is one of those games where I'm literally going back to the 2014 era of Rhymestyle, and I'm gonna just cover every bit of this, you know, especially once the game comes out as well. The content is gonna be nuts. Here I'm thinking like, what can the 3-Ders do next? And then this happens. Hey, in the meantime, good news is we're waiting for Tenkaichi to officially get released on the PS5. We got the Tenkaichi 4 mod that me, Dado, and Dion have been playing. And if you want to check those videos out, again, just go back on the channel. There's a bunch of videos on that. And we're going to play the hell out of that, especially now that we know that this is happening. You know what's funny is we're not going to beat the allegations that we didn't know about this. Because, like, we all just randomly started playing Tenkaichi 4 a couple months ago, and then they announced this. Like, oh, yeah, I just knew. Y'all prepared. Zero clue, bro. Zero clue. Sometimes I have an idea of what direction they'll take a game, or what they're going to focus on in the year, but never did I imagine that it was going to be the Tenkaichi series. I've been talking about it. You can see it in my videos the past couple months. I've been talking about how the next Dragon Ball game is going to be some kind of 3D arena fighter. That's the only hint that I had that was being made. And that hint came from just me just analyzing how Bandai drops games. It wasn't like internal information, none of that stuff. It's just funny how it just lines up. We played Tenkaichi 4, the mod, and then they announced this. Anyways, I think I talked enough. Once I get more information, I'll cover this game. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts, the stuff that you want to see, what you don't want to see, and we'll take it from there. Thank you guys for watching. Tenkaichi 4 is back, or the Tenkaichi series. Let's talk about it in the comments. Peace.